Howdy, my name is Cloudy. Go back to the channel. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't checked out my past video, you should be checking out my past video. Today, we got a video from the Cosmic Wonder. Avengers Doomsday teaser trailer details. Leaks are real? What leaks was he talking about?
A description of the Avengers Doomsday trailer. This is not what we talked about.
Hey, Doomsday trailer come out next month. Y'all ready?
Overall kind of just brief
and Stranger Things come out
what the trailer was going to be like, or kind of like what the vibe was going to be like. This is different. This is a description of what they're specifically going to show, which characters they're going to show.
So they gonna show us some characters. Hey, I wonder if, because you know how Stranger Things, they said for their trailer, you know, they showed every a clip from every episode. I know this ain't no TV show, but I'm wondering if in this trailer for Avengers Doomsday, are they going to show us every hero that's going to be a part of the movie, or are they just going to show us characters that's going to be a part of Doctor Doom's team, or maybe the team that's going against Doctor Doom, the main team that we're going to see? You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if they're going to show us the main point of view characters of the movie, because I'm pretty sure they're not going to show point of views from every single character. They're going to choose probably like 3 or 4 people. They're going to choose the point of views from, you know what I'm saying, to tell the story from. And I wonder what characters is going to be. We know one is going to be Doctor Doom, but who are the other characters going to be? And I wonder if they're going to show that in the trailer.
Me just a little bit, but also at the same time, if this is an accurate report, I think a big theory that I've had about Avengers Doomsday is confirmed by this. And I also do think it confirms that Tobey Maguire is definitely going to be in the movie. We've been hearing a lot of talk about that recently.
We know he was in London or in the UK, wherever they was.
What this report says, it confirms it as well. But let's not.
But is he gonna die?
Let's dive right into it. This is coming from the insider Majestic. This insider has been posting a lot about Avengers.
Hold on. What the fuck do you have in your background? Oh, that's Galactus. I was looking at it. I was like, I thought I was tripping because, you know, your boy is a little listed. You know what I'm saying?
Let's dive right into it. This is coming from the insider Majestic. This insider has been posting a lot about Avengers Doomsday, and we're a month away from the trailer. So we're about to find out if this insider is reliable.
Possible release date, December 8th, 17th, or 8th, bro. If they release the trailer on my birthday, bro, it's going to be a beautiful birthday present from Marvel, bro. Beautiful birthday present for Marvel. Drop it on December 8th. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty quickly.
Do it for your boy.
We do know that they made over 30.
They drop it on the 8th already. It's because they do it.
Based on this description, they might have decided which specific one they want to go with, or this is the description for one of the trailers that they are considering. And I will say, it sounds like a lot of different insiders have either heard about it, have seen it possibly somehow, or
Brandon Coley,
just from their sources, are hearing that it's good. For example, My Time to Shine Hello, she states it's very good, very being all capitalized. But this is what Majestic says the trailer's going to show.
Hey, don't be saying nothing like that. It ain't really good, bro. They describe
it as apocalyptic, which it's Doomsday, right? Even just Doomsday sounds apocalyptic as it is.
Yeah.
And it kind of is apocalyptic. The destruction of all of the multiverse, like all of the universe.
See, what scares me about this movie, bro, is how much they claim is going to be in it. You know what I mean? And I believe they said the duration for the movie in general is going to be about 2 hours. Like, the runtime is going to be about 2 hours. Do y'all think that's enough time for them to put in all these things we've been hearing about? Like, we know these are like theories. They might not be putting it in, all of the stuff in. You know what I mean? They might be putting in a few things. But from the looks of it, it sounds like, and I'm excited for this movie, bro, but it sounds like they might be cramming a lot of shit in it, bro. Especially if they not making a part 2, or they not putting out movies in between Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, bro. And we hearing about all these things supposedly going to be in Avengers Doomsday. Because I believe Spider-Man Brand New Day comes out before, right? Because, you know, they changed it. Like, it was before, then it was after, and then they went back to before. Then I believe it's before. So I'm wondering, is some of this stuff going to come from Spider-Man Brand New Day, and then it's going to leak into Avengers Doomsday so they can connect the stories better and they don't have to cram stuff in, bro? Because them cramming a lot of stuff in Avengers Doomsday can hurt them, bro. Especially if we see some characters and they only get like 3 minutes on screen or something like that. And you like, bro, what the fuck happened? Like, bro, he was here for 20 seconds and he died. And we wanted to see him for so long. Like, imagine they bring Ghost Rider, right? And then Ghost Rider get killed off. And then he don't come back until sometime in Avengers Secret Wars. Because we could assume some characters might come back, or it might be, you know. So what if some of these characters even get killed off fast because they trying to, you know, cram this story in, bring in these characters, then they bring them back in the Avengers Secret Wars and give them a complete story in the Avengers Secret. Like, I'm wondering how they gonna do that. I'm very curious. Very curious.
Very apocalyptic. So the teaser opens with a voiceover by Victor Von Doom, aka Dr. Doom, and he says it's Doomin' time. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't say that.
I'm about to say what though?
By Victor Von Doom, aka Dr. Doom.
Does he say that in the comics?
It states Doom speaks about his life of trials and suffering. Victor Von Doom is seen in a cemetery in the rain, his face hidden until the shot is cut by fire, leaving only the silhouette of his suit.
Okay, so with that, this might be where we get that little 30-minute, probably even less, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even more, of where we get to see Dr. Doom's background, where he talks about his life, like he's saying, the trials and all the things he's been through. And we get to see, for like probably 30 minutes, 40 minutes of the movie, flashbacks of Dr. Doom's life as a kid, growing up, getting his, like, learning how to use his powers more, et cetera, the people he meet, run into, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So that's what this might be, bro, right here. They saying this is he saying this is how the trailer gonna start off, or this how the movie gonna start? Either way, bro, if this happens in the movie, this is where we might get his background story, and we might see him as a kid and stuff. This point right here, and he's gonna be the narrator of his own story, which is kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie.
By the way, this makes me think of the reports that we've heard recently that state Doom had a family in his universe, and they were killed. And his, I
wonder if it was like his mom, or if it was like his wife's kid.
So perhaps his family was killed not due to the incursion, or maybe, but it could be something else. Since if there's a cemetery there, he's clearly on some type of planet. He could be on a different universe, a different Earth, and simply make a grave for them, graves for them. But I think this does definitely point to him having a family before, and the rumors and the reports say that his family in this other universe was actually.
What if you can create your own?
It was actually Sue Storm and Franklin Richards. Sue was his wife and Franklin his son, which I kind of hope that's the reality of the situation. Sue was his say this other universe was actually a point to him having a family before, and the rumors and the reports say that his family in this other universe was actually Sue Storm and Franklin Richards.
I watched a lot of Fantastic Four movies, bro, but like I said, I never read comics. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta put me on game. I never knew he was a part of a family. What does that even mean? Franklin Richards, he doesn't have no, like, as far as I know, bro, he's not related to Ben. He's not related to Dr. Doom. He's not related to Sue. The only way he was related to Sue was by, like, through marriage. He's not related to Johnny. Where is Johnny Storm in this picture, too? Or is that Johnny Storm in the back? Am I tripping? That's Johnny Storm, bro. I'm tripping. Franklin Richards got black hair. I'm tripping. Because I'm looking in the back like, bro, how the fuck? Okay, so who was Franklin Richards then in this? Because if Franklin Richards wasn't the one married to Sue, bro, was Franklin Richards the evil guy? Or, I mean, I'm pretty sure he could have still been good, but I'm saying, like, what, like, where does he take place? I can't see him not being married to Sue, because that's all I've known. You know what I'm saying? So where is, like, is it because you know, in the movies they all went to the same area and they all got exposed and got powers. So maybe that's the reason why they still a team. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I think I just answered my own question. It's just this shit right here just completely threw me off, bro. Him being married to Sue. Because I do know in one of the Fantastic Four movies, Dr. Doom was somewhat kind of like flirting with Sue every once in a while, you know. Maybe that's the reason. What if that Dr. Doom, bro? What if they say that Dr. Doom came from another universe, and when he got to this one, he was still trying to flirt with Sue because, you know, he was actually married to Sue, so that's why he was kind of like trying to, you know. Because did they ever explain where Victor Von Doom really, like, came from in the Fantastic Four movies, like the original ones? Because we could say maybe he came from that other universe. What if he's another variant of Dr. Doom in the Council of Dooms, bro? Oh, bro, my theories is crazy, bro. Bro, if Marvel I'm telling you, bro. Marvel, sign me. DC, sign, bro. I'll give y'all some storylines, y'all. What?
It was his wife and Franklin his son,
bro.
Which I kind of hope.
I think I just cracked. I think I just made a good theory, bro. Just cracked the code.
I think that would be just like really deep story. But it continues, and it says the screen shifts with a powerful blast, and Loki's voice cuts out. Thor appears on a vast coastline. Sam Wilson and Reed Richards gaze at the sky in fear, and Doctor Strange runs through a dark room as two universes collide due to the incursion. So I like this right here. It's showing us, the key players: Loki, Thor, Sam Wilson, Captain.
So wait, that means Pedro Pascal. That means the Fantastic Four ship, the ship that we saw in Thunderbolts. That means that was Pedro Pascal and them. Like, that was their Fantastic Four coming to 616 then, right? Because Sam Wilson is in the 616 universe. So unless this scene right here isn't taking place in the 616, but I'm gonna just assume it is, bro, because we did see that ship at the end of Thunderbolts, the post-credit scene.
Richards and Doctor Strange. And what this is showing us right here is the threat of the overall incursions that are happening. When it says they're looking up at the sky in fear, I believe that's another Earth arriving in their sight. So they see that another Earth is about to crash into theirs, because in the
Earth crisis, they
state the rules basically of the multiverse is that Earth is at the center of each universe. So when incursion happens, it happens between the two Earths of that universe. They collide first.
That's gonna be crazy to see.
Clearly, they're looking at another Earth about to run into theirs, and they're looking at it in fear. But then they show Doctor Doom after this, then they show Doctor Strange after this, and they show him kind of escaping.
Who moving planets, bro? God damn. Doctor Doom is that strong, bro?
An incursion. I think this works really well because the last time we saw Doctor Strange, it was all about incursions. Right, well, not all about incursions, but incursions were a big part. And remember what Mr.
Cleo told him,
the biggest threat to the multiverse.
That's her name, right? Cleo.
And I think that's how he ultimately ends up working with Doctor Doom. So I think this is good right here. It shows there's a really big threat. It shows that incursions are happening, the multiverse is about to be destroyed, but specifically our Earth is about to be destroyed. And it shows Doctor Strange is off doing something else. He's not with our heroes. But it continues and says cities are also seen being destroyed on two planets simultaneously. Doom says he will escape the eternal trap where he was imprisoned. Multiple battles featuring Doom himself are shown, followed by another voiceover from him. So again,
Doom was in a who trapped Doom? Is this where Kang the Conqueror's little story gonna come into play? Because you remember in one of my past videos, you know what I'm saying, go check it out. Kang and Doom, they fought. Or at least Kang and Doom were enemies, you know what I'm saying? They were, So who was strong enough to put Doctor Doom in a trap to where he couldn't get out for a minute, but he finally found a way to escape? But how did he escape? Maybe because whoever made the trap for him died, so the trap got loose or something, But I'm wondering, who put Doom in this trap? Was it Kang who put him in this trap? Is that where they gonna show a little Kang the Conqueror story? You know what I'm saying? Like a little side story. That's how we're gonna get Kang to come back. They're gonna show us him putting him in the prison or something like that. Because as far as we know, bro, Doctor Doom is the strongest, So who was strong enough to trap this man?
It's Doomsday for a reason. Double meaning. One, Doom is coming. When he arrives, it's Doomsday. But two, it's the doom of the entire multiverse. And that's the Doomsday, when it all ends. But I like this because it talks about escaping the eternal trap where he was prisoned. This might actually be
who trapped him? See, bro, I don't watch my videos before I watch my videos. I'm really like that, bro. Subscribe to your boy Cloudy Comics.
Reports that originally Marvel Studios had this planned, a story where Kang actually
get your room in Cloudyville, you know what I'm saying?
And the one that we've seen throughout the MCU is not how it originally
set
was.
Up shop,
originally, it had the X-Men in it, it had the Fantastic Four in it, and it had Doom.
Free rent. You can set up a store, whatever you want to do in Cloudyville.
A threat to him, not the Avengers, but the rest of them. So he manipulated it and got them out of it. So Kang having gotten rid of Doom, maybe that's the eternal trap that Doom is talking about.
That's what I'm thinking.
This report is talking about here. I want that to be the case because I want in some way, shape, or form. It doesn't even have to be long. It could be very quick.
And maybe this is going to be when, you know how they were saying Dr. Doom is going to be narrating, talking about like his struggles and stuff like that. Maybe when he's talking about that, it's going to be, you know, him talking about what he went through as a kid, leading up to the whole point where he was stuck in the trap and he got out. That's going to probably be a part of his little storytelling or whatever the case is. That's what I'm thinking, because if Kang is really not, like, they ain't going to do too much with Kang, that's kind of one way they can give him like a 2 to 3 minute cameo. You know what I mean? They could do that, I guess. That's what I'm thinking.
But I want them to address Kang. I think they need to address Kang, and I think Doom needs to be the person to kill Kang to show how strong he is. Continues and says, a mask falls away, revealing that Doom's face is badly disfigured. With
and you know there's probably going to be one of Kang's variants, not the one we see.
Mud-like texture. This is probably the Phantom of the Opera monster.
So, to recap,
monster vibe. Probably
the teaser ends with Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter emerging from a TVA style portal looking directly at the camera. Is this going to be the Steve Rogers that was old when he went back in time and he decided to stay in that timeline to be with... Bro, this is a lot of stuff they're going to have to show in Avengers Doomsday, bro. That's what I'm thinking, bro. They can make a solo movie. Squad, tell me they can't do this, bro. They can literally make a solo movie about Steve Rogers and Peggy's life when he decides to stay in that. They can make that in between, bro. They need to put movies out in between Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, bro. They could do it. I don't know why they not trying to do it. It don't have to be a movie. It could be TV shows, bro. And these wouldn't be bad stories. It wouldn't, because it's all gonna connect, bro. If they gonna be showing this, bro, then we know it's most likely gonna be a younger Steve Rogers, the same one that went back in that timeline, just coming back. You know what I'm saying? Before he got old or whatever the case is. But then that's why when he was old and he was talking to, I believe it was Sam or something like that, he was pretty much saying like, I can't tell you what's gonna happen. Like, some crazy shit going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some crazy shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we gotta get a solo movie with Steve Rogers and Peggy. I want to know what happened during their whole timeline, bro. I want to know what fights they went through, because you know they've been through some fights. I'm pretty sure Steve Rogers was still in the military, because he went back in that timeline. He was pretty sure he was still in the military, so maybe he went through more wars. Bro, they could do so much, bro. They could do so much with this story. They could do something.
The opera monster vibe that we heard about before in that other trailer description.
Vibe.
He's a monster. He's a
ain't that
monster.
Cisco from
if he's gonna have blood-like texture on his face, he's been burnt. But here's the kicker. The teaser ends with Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter emerging from a TVA-style portal and looking directly at the camera. Interesting that they would look directly at the camera, but for a teaser, for trailer, I think that would work. Have them look at the camera.
Yeah.
But this is where I think
this is what
confirms that Toby's going to appear and confirms my theory. My theory has always been that as the multiverse is collapsing and they realize that they've lost, that they can't defeat Doom and they can't stop the multiverse from being destroyed, the TVA and Loki's team and everybody, they basically start to go out throughout the multiverse to different universes and they grab heroes and they bring them to one place. And from there,
I was saying that, bro.
That in Secret Wars is going to try and basically undo everything that has been done. Right? So it's like Infinity War and Endgame, right?
And now I'm thinking Avengers Doomsday might just be showing us everybody's little storyline before they all meet up in the circle and be like, okay, now we gotta take this nigga out. You know what I'm saying? They probably gonna show us them having their own little battles. You know what I'm saying? Leading up to them all coming together. And then that's going to be like the end of the movie. And then the next movie is going to be Avengers Secret Wars when they have the big fight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking Avengers Doomsday is going to be like Dr. Doom is going to be explaining his life story a little bit. He might even be the narrator of the entire story. Or maybe it might be different narrators for their own. Like, okay, look. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Like, bro was saying how the teaser is going to start off with Dr. Doom, you know what I'm saying, talking about his struggles and everything. I'm thinking the movie is going to be Avenger Doomsday is gonna be about Doctor Doom. He's gonna talk about his story from his perspective, everything he went through, leading up to this point, leading up to like the end of to the end of Doomsday or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or at least to where he ended up fighting. He probably even gonna talk about him fighting the X-Men and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be flashback. That's probably what the whole movie gonna be. He gonna be talking about his flashback, everything he went through, and then it's gonna skip to where it show us Steve Rogers going back in time or whatever, and he gonna be narrating what he went through in his timeline. You know what I'm saying? When he went back with Peggy, and it's gonna be like probably like a good 40 minutes, hour, depending on which story is the most important to the big plot. You know what I'm saying? And then it's probably gonna go into somebody else, like, I don't know, I'm gonna just say Ghost Rider. He gonna be talking about what he was doing and how everything led to him coming to this point. And then it's gonna be Doctor Strange talking about him closing the incursions. But it probably won't be too much if there is gonna be a Doctor Strange 3 movie. So he probably just gonna be telling like, well, this is what I saw when I went back, used my eye and to see all the possibilities. This is what I saw that could happen. I knew he was gonna be Doctor Doom. I knew this was gonna happen, and this is gonna he gonna be narrating from his perspective what he saw, and then it's probably gonna be I don't know, Spider-Man, Tom Holland. You know, well, nah, because he gonna have his own movie, so he gonna have his point of view. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Everybody gonna have their own point of view, and they gonna be telling their flashback in the movie, and that's gonna lead to Avengers Secret Wars. I hope that made sense. You know what I'm saying? It's a little hard to say, but it just clicked in my mind because everything the teaser is saying, it seemed like everybody's story is going to be told. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's story, meaning the stuff that happened off screen, is going to be told in Avengers Doomsday. And then at the end, all the heroes are going to meet up knowing that the main villain is Doctor Doom. You know what I'm saying? And Avengers Secret Wars is going to be about them actually fighting, coming to the standpoint of fighting. You know what I mean? But Doctor Doom is probably going to tell from his perspective, like, I fought the X-Men to do this. You know what I mean? I pushed this world together to make this and this happen. And then we're going to see from Sam Wilson and Pedro Pascal, like, Pedro Pascal going to be like, Doctor Doom came and took my kid. I had to travel the universe and do this or whatever, and I made it over here. And then we're going to see Sam Wilson talking about, like, yeah, so we saw a ship coming, and, you know, he going to be talking about from his perspective, like, leading up to how he met up with Pedro Pascal. Now, bro, Avengers Doomsday is going to be a crazy movie, bro, if it's like that. Getting everybody's perspective in this movie from the things that happen off screen with them, you know what I mean? Like, damn, it's so hard to put in words. I really hope that made sense. And I'm not editing none of this out, bro. If y'all confused, y'all being confused with me, bro, because that's how confusing this is, but it's exciting. This is a crazy theory, bro. But I think that's what Avengers Doomsday is going to be about. Everybody talking about their perspectives and everything that happened off screen, leading up to what's going to happen at the end of Avengers Doomsday, which also leaks into Avengers Secret Wars. Shit gonna be crazy, bro. I'm not editing none of that out, bro.
They try to undo everything that happened, and they do in Avengers Endgame. So it's going to be kind of the same thing. Doom wins,
bro. I'm excited, bro. I just hyped myself up.
Going to try and save very specific heroes, and I believe Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's going to be one of them.
I don't know.
Together so that they can eventually
I think bro gonna die
and undo everything that's been done. And in this case, we've actually heard that Doom goes to see Steve.
It's time to paint the town blue.
Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter, because he believes that Steve Rogers caused an incursion, and he's going throughout the universe trying to get rid of those people who have caused incursions so they can, not cause any more. So perhaps the TV.
How does Steve Rogers survive this, bro?
Because of Doom,
does he have the hammer at
as
this
powerful
time?
As we believe he's going to be in this film, sorcery and tech. Sorry.
Didn't he go back in time to that timeline with the hammer? So what if during this timeline he actually uses the hammer? And that's how we get to see more of him using the hammer. But this is why I say, bro, I really think it should be their own movie. Dr. Doom can really cameo in pretty much all the movies if he really went after certain characters. Like, if Peggy Carter and Steve Rogers have their own movie about the timeline they had when he went back, and Dr. Doom chased him in that timeline, Dr. Doom can make a cameo in the movie, and he can honestly probably be one of the main villains. Like the top villain. Like, obviously, it's going to probably be like a few other villains, you know what I'm saying, that Steve Rogers fight. But Dr. Doom could ultimately Y'all know what I'm saying. He could be the main villain. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a TV show, he could be like the main villain of the last few episodes. Bro, they could do so much with a Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter TV show or movie, bro, standalone. Like, I think they really missing the opportunity with it. Especially if Doctor Doom is a part of that timeline, chasing down Steve Rogers at some point. He could be one of the main like, you know how they wanted to cameo Spider-Man and everything, but they can't because Sony being weird a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Sony, bro, stop being weird, man. Share. Doctor Doom can be that substitute to be the cameo in pretty much all the other characters' storylines. Especially if he's trying to get them to probably be a part of his team.
Captain, but
I'm seeing so much potential with it.
So it would make sense that somebody would show up and help him out. And it makes sense that that would be the TVA. So I believe that the TVA is going to start recruiting heroes. I think they're going to start recruiting heroes in the beginning of the movie, and Steve and Peggy are going to be some of those. And Toby, I think, is going to be one of those as well. Maybe not at the beginning, but possibly at the end, because I definitely think he's going to play a big part in Secret Wars, because I think having him, Hugh Jackman, and Robert Downey Jr. on screen is something that Marvel really wants. And I think Marvel realizes that
these niggas got a dream team cast, really bro.
Want as well. Like, just really want it. Really want it as well. And that's all that it says for the trailer description. I do like that it's focused on Doom. I do like that it's going to show him in action. That's what we heard also from the previous report. I believe it was from Film Threat, who also, they were the first people to report that Cher video was coming before it came out. So they clearly have a source, and this, I'm okay.
Bro, I don't care, bro. I'm listening to all sources, even if they fake, bro. You know why? Because there's comic books, bro, that these movies kind of follow. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people's theories do make sense. It do make sense. You know what I'm saying? So to me, bro, every single thing that I hear, I take it with a bucket of salt. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I take it with a pool of salt. You know what I'm saying? You know, motherfuckers be lying for real. But these theories be good, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. People be having some good ass theories, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Teaser.
You be helping me out.
Sounds like it's a pretty damn good teaser trailer, especially if they are deciding if they're going to show Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter. I think the last we heard about this was from Christian Harloff, who said Marvel is deciding.
I'm saying, man, it's a lot they got to do with this movie, bro, if they want to do all that.
But remember, multiple outlets have already confirmed that Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter are going
to be a part two.
Chris Evans and Haley Atwell are returning. And now it seems almost, for sure that Tobey Maguire is returning. Don't think we see him in the trailer. Obviously, it's not mentioned here, but again, there were over 30 different trailers made for this. If this is the one that they chose.
What the fuck? What do you say?
30 different trailers. See him in the trailer. Obviously, it's not mentioned here, but again, there were over 30 different trailers made for this.
Bro, give us something. Bro, y'all could have been dropping teaser trailer, bro. And it don't even have to be a minute long. Y'all could drop like 40-second clips if y'all want to, just to hype the homies up. Damn, bro, y'all safeguarding all that, bro. Y'all got 30 trailers, bro. What the hell are y'all holding 30 trailers for? The fans is hungry, man. Give us something, bro. We don't even care if it's 30 seconds of like Doctor Doom knocking someone's head off, or you know what I'm saying, or if it's like a 30-second trailer of somebody laying on the ground that looked dead, but he probably ain't dead, but it just looked that way to get people talking. Bro, y'all like, what's going on, bro? AI is gonna steal y'all shine. I'm telling you. AI is gonna become, bro. AI is already powerful, bro. AI is gonna start dropping Marvel trailers of their own, bro. Before y'all even drop it, and then y'all ain't gonna be like, I'm telling you, bro. Give us like 20-second clips or something. 15-second clips of Marvel, bro. I'm telling you, bro. In this world today, bro, that type of bro, people will be so hyped for the movie. I'm telling you, bro. Drop like 10-second clips, 5-second clip. You know what I'm saying? People wouldn't mind that, bro. Especially if it's coming from y'all. It'll make people talk so much about like, damn, what, bro? Something's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on, man. 30 trailers, bro.
If this is the one that they chose, I think it's a great one. I do. I think it gives us enough Doom, but I also think it shows us there is like a super big threat coming that is just way beyond anything the Avengers have dealt with before. Like literally universes colliding into each other. How do you stop
that's some crazy shit, bro.
Right? In what earthly way could you stop that? Now in the comics, the only way
who's moving planets like that
is to actually kill the other universe, destroy the other planet.
And where's Galactus and all this? He just letting planets run away from him? Don't he eat planets, bro? That's your food. So are we gonna get a cameo of Galactus or something? Because we do know the Fantastic Four, they sent Galactus somewhere, but I'm thinking like by this time, bro probably came back. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro probably got to, find his way back. Bro just letting his food get away like that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The way them two planets look like two crushed Skittles, you know what I'm saying? So maybe he like that type of shit. Maybe he like, bro, I'm gonna let him smush them together, bro. I'm gonna eat it all together, all the flavors, nigga. Where's Galactus and all this, bro? He ain't stressing.
Do they actually have the capability of destroying another planet? Because is like Captain Marvel strong enough to do it? How would they actually do that, right? And we know that the X-Men and the Fantastic Four and the Avengers are going to work together. Kevin Feige confirmed that. So maybe they just jump on one universe and just leave to the TVA outside of space and time. Because ultimately, everything's going to get destroyed. And I think this is going to do a good job at showing that this threat is big. It doesn't show the X-Men. That was surprising to me.
That's crazy. Yeah, I just thought about that.
There's going to be like a little.
They didn't say nothing about the X-Men,
right? Like we get the teaser trailer, then it shows the logo. Avengers.
I don't know, man. To me, I feel like it's a lot of stuff they got to cram in, bro. It's a lot of stuff they got to cram in, bro, in this movie. You know what I'm saying? But my theory, like I was saying, like it might be a movie where we just get perspectives of different heroes telling us their stories that happen off screen, and they just colliding all that together in this movie, and then it's gonna lead. All of their stories are kind of gonna lead to the point at the end of Avengers Doomsday to where all the heroes meet up. Dr. Doom has his team, and then at the end of that, it's gonna leak into Avengers Secret Wars, and then that's gonna be the movie where the big fight happens. You know what I'm saying? We get scenes that happen that way. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking Avengers Doomsday is gonna be like, bro. Cause other than that, bro, it seems like they're gonna have to cram all this shit in, bro. Or this movie gonna have to be at least 3+ hours long, or they're gonna have to make a part 2, or they dropping movies in between this. That's what I'm thinking, bro. I don't know, but I'm still either way. This is gonna be an exciting movie, bro. Very exciting, bro. They got a dream team cast, bro. It's like almost no way they can fail. You know what I'm saying? It's really just like what direction they want to go in. You know, either direction is going to be successful because there's so many good characters on screen that a lot of people want to see on screen together. So yeah, man, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, man. I'll see y'all in the next one.